Welcome to the CoPOS Recording a Non-Member Sale video, aka Working the Register. If your store is not a cooperative, then this is the main way you will be entering sales. If your store is a cooperative or has some kind of membership structure, this video is still useful for entering non-member sales, but you will also want to check out the video on entering member sales. If you notice slight differences in behavior between these videos and your store, check out the CoPOS Customizing Your Store's Register Experience video. At the username prompt, we will type ON to log into CoPOS. If we were in training mode, we would have typed train. We're going to give you a little shortcut here for recording sales. At the main menu, simply enter 0 and press enter. Okay, let's go back to the main menu by pressing the escape key twice. The legit way to start recording sales is by choosing option 1, pressing enter to get to the register options menu, then entering 1 and pressing enter to select record a sale. If a register session has not been started, you will be prompted to gain ownership of this register. Select yes by pressing enter, type your initials, press enter, then we'll enter the starting dollar amounts in fields 2 through 5. The Save tab in the choice bar should be highlighted. If everything looks correct, press enter and press enter to proceed, and we are ready to ring up sales. The cursor should be in one of two places in the upper left part of your screen. If your store is a cooperative or has some member structure, it should be in the member field. If not, the cursor should be in the item description field. System constant number 68, skip initial member prompt at register, needs to be set to Y for this to happen. See the CoPOS Customizing Your Store's Register Experience video on how to make this one-time change. If the cursor is in the member field, press enter and you should now be in the item description field. Most items will fall into two categories, the ones you scan and the ones you weigh. Let's start with the ones you scan. Scan the item's barcode, also called UPC code, and the item description, tax, and price columns should fill in with the relevant information. The cursor should now be blinking in the quantity field. If there is only one of the item, you don't need to enter 1. Simply scan the next item, and 1 will fill in for you automatically, and the next item's information will fill in on the next line. If you have more than one of this item, you can enter the quantity here before scanning the next item. If you forget this information, or you need help, press the F10 key. In fact, just about every field in CoPOS will have relevant information for you when you press the F10 key. We can see an explanation of what we just went over in this video. If we look at the right edge of the box, we see a scroll bar, meaning there is more help to be had. Use the arrow keys, page up, page down, and the home and end keys to view more help text. We won't go over everything here, but let's read a bit about simple case pricing, a topic covered at the bottom of this box. Simple case pricing. Indicate the number of cases being purchased followed by a C. If just a C is entered, one case is assumed. Examples: 3C, 3 cases. C, 1 case. Okay, let's press the escape key to exit the help box and try this out. Let's enter C in the quantity field and press enter. We see that the C magically turns into a 6 because the CoPOS stores the quantity per case in the item database. The cursor is now on the next line. Let's say we want to change the quantity from the line above from 1 to 2 cases. We can use the arrow keys to get there. Press the up arrow key once, then the right arrow key twice to get to the quantity field, and enter 2C. The quantity now reflects two cases. Okay, we are now in the item description field of the next line. Let's press the F10 key here to see the help available. The help in the item description field is different than the help in the quantity field. Again, we won't cover everything here, but it's good to know that you can look up all the tips and shortcuts for the field you're in by pressing the F10 key. You can print the contents of these boxes by pressing Ctrl P. The CoPOS website also has printable cashier guides to check out, as well as the contents of virtually all the help boxes in CoPOS. Enter or scan the item being sold. If you enter the item, identify the item by either the item code, a fraction of the item description, or any of the item's keywords. Prefix your entry with equals to use the hot list. So, if an item doesn't have a barcode, or if the barcode has been compromised, we have other tools at our disposal. If we type pizza, we can see all the items that contain the term pizza. If we see the item that matches, we can use the arrow keys to select the item, but let's say the list is long and we want to narrow things down a bit. We can up arrow to Filter Search Results. A choice bar will appear at the bottom of the screen. We could use the left or right arrow keys to choose a method of narrowing our choices. Instead, let's retreat here and select Back, or press the up arrow key to return to our box. Let's select the first option. We should now be in the quantity field. Let's now delete this line by typing .d. And let's delete the two lines above as well before entering the next chapter of our video. Now let's discuss items we weigh. For now, we're going to assume that we know that the round orange spheres in front of us are blood oranges, with a PLU number of 94381. CoPOS will display orange blood. Place the oranges on the scale and enter plus in the quantity column. CoPOS will now accept the reading from the scale and enter it in the quantity field. If you are ringing up a random weight item that has a container whose weight should not be included, the container's weight is known as a tare weight. So if our oranges were in a basket weighing 0.13 pounds, the 0.13 shouldn't be included in the quantity. Let's arrow over to the quantity column and type minus 0.13, then press enter. CoPOS will automatically subtract 0.13 from the scale reading. Now let's assume that we didn't know exactly what those round orange spheres were in front of us. If we enter orange in the item description column, we likely will find the highly scannable orange juice, bags of oranges, also scannable, items around the store that are orange flavored, etc., as well as oranges sold by the pound that we will need to weigh. Again, we can narrow things down a bit by using Filter Search Results at the top of the box. Let's try selecting items from the produce department. So let's arrow over to Department, press Enter, then select Produce from the new box displayed. Now there are fewer items to choose from. Okay, let's escape out of this box and explore another tool, the hot list. It is very common to have a large number of items with the word orange in the item database, but at any given time there may be only a handful that are available for sale. Typically, it is the produce manager that maintains the hot list of currently available items, and if they are doing their job, there will be fewer items to choose from. By using the equal sign, we limit our results to items whose description or keywords contain orange and are on the hot list. So let's enter =orange and see the results. Items on the hot list may be scannable or weighable. Orange blood is the first item on the list, so let's press enter and weigh them. Now might be a good time to look at the list of function keys at the bottom right of the screen. These are available at any time, and now may be a good time to press the F2 key, pay for our oranges, and get on with our day. Actually, you can get away with pressing enter as well. But it's good to know how to navigate around the record a sale screen. Let's enter $10 in the cash field and press enter to accept the amount. The change amount is highlighted for you in the bottom left, and a choice bar appears at the bottom of the screen asking if you are ready to record this sale. Let's select no using the arrow keys so we can explore the .pays remainder feature in the payment methods box. From the next choice bar, select payment method, enter $4 for cash, which will drop you to the check line. Enter dot, and CoPOS will calculate the amount remaining. Pressing the F10 key in any of these payment method fields will bring up a ton of help, but we hope we've gotten you familiar with some of the basics. Select accept, then respond yes to record this sale. Enter the check number 1234. You will then be prompted to make a selection regarding receipt preference. Use the arrow keys to select no sales receipt, and you will be prompted to record another sale, print receipt for the last sale, or quit. Let's choose quit and discuss one more place to look for help before wrapping up this video. We are now in menu 1. If we press 1, wait, don't press enter. Instead, press the F10 key. We see the option overview for option 1.1, record a sale. So even though we didn't cover everything in this video, we hope that this option overview, all the places you can press F10 within record a sale, and the cashier guide on the website can provide you with the tools to handle just about every situation. Thank you for watching the Recording a Non-Member Sale video.